Question 6, paper 2, 2017, trigonometry. It says find the distance x in the diagram below. It's not to scale, and give your answer to correct 2 decimal places. So what you have here is you have a triangle. In terms of your triangle, you're given 2 angles and a side. What you do is start off with the basics. Check if the triangle is a right angle triangle. It's okay. The picture doesn't look like it, but we check for definite. How we check for definite is you add your 2 other angles together. So you got 65 and 63, which gives you 128. Take that away from 180 and you get 52 degrees. Okay, so you're able to calculate that by knowing that there is 180 degrees in a triangle. Second step, you want to find the length of this side. In terms of questions, you ask, do you have a right angle triangle? We don't. So that means we cannot use Pythagoras' theorem and we cannot use the sine, cos and tan formulas. So can we do the next thing? The next step would be, can we do the sine rule? For the sine rule, you need a side and an opposite angle. So yes, we have a known angle and a known side, so we can do the sine rule. And across from our side, we have the angle. Okay, so we're looking for the side, so you put the side at the top. So you go x over the sine of its opposite angle, which is 52, is equal to 10 over the sine of its opposite angle, which is 63. We want x on its own, so you go x is equal to 10 sin 52 over sin 63. Okay, make sure your calculator is in degrees, so there's a little d up there, and then plug it in. So you go 10 sin 52, close your bracket, press equals, and divide it by sin of 63, close the bracket, press equals. So for that, you're getting x is equal to 8.84405. The question asks, correct to 2 decimal places, so you're looking at the 3rd decimal place. Is it a 5, 6, 7, etc.? It's not, so our answer here, x, is equal to 8.84. Okay. Part B, it says find the distance y in the diagram below. Again, not to scale, and give your answer to correct 2 decimal places. So like before, you start off by looking at your triangle. Is it a right angle triangle? No, not that we can see. What have we got? We've got 2 sides and the angle in between. It's not a right angle triangle, so can you do the sine rule? Do I have a side and its opposite? No. Okay, so the only thing I can do here is the cosine rule. So for the cosine rule, I have to make sure that my sides are plugged in the right way. So the side opposite the angle that you are using will be written down in the position of A in the cosine rule. So on its own at the far side of the equal sign. So in this case, we have y squared is equal to 8.5 squared plus 10.2 squared minus 2, 8.5, 10.2 cos of 53.8. So on the calculator, oops, if I get 8.5 and square it, I am getting 72.25. The reason I do this is in case I make a mistake plugging it into calculator, so I will get better attempt marks. 10.2 squared is equal to 104.04. That's a plus. 8.5 times 2 times 10.2 gives me 173.4 cos 53.8. Now I'll plug that into the calculator, so I go cos 53.8 equals times 173.4, which gives me the grand total of minus 102.4110228 for this part. if I have 72.25 and I add 104.04 to it, I get 176.29. So now I go 176.29, take away my 102.4, 110.228, and I get 73.8789772. That is equal to my y squared. So my y is equal to the square root of that. So if I get square root of 73.8789772, I get 8.5952. The question wants your answer correct to 2 decimal places, so you're looking at the third decimal place. It is a 5, so you're going to add 1 on here. This is a 9, so when you add 1 on, that becomes a 0. So this one will become a 6. So your answer will be 8.60. Remember to write the 0 down because it does say correct 2 decimal place. Okay?